Welcome everybody. All right, let's go ahead and let's make our game. So let's go ahead and let's add a new game. We'll call this Whack-A-Mole for iPhone, and I give it a production number. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure it's Swift, SpriteKit, and iPhone. Back up everything to the cloud. And let's go ahead and let's run it just to make sure everything works. Another thing I should note is that the reason why we run it at the beginning is that sometimes you might be using a different simulator and it might cause an error. So you want to make sure that it runs there, and well, yeah, look at that. It does work. Always run everything. It's more of a problem on other platforms, but it's best that you go ahead and do that here as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete all of our extraneous code. Okay, and it'll take a couple seconds like that. Your game file should look something like this. So let's begin. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a var. We'll call this good block. Make that equal to sk sprite node. Add another one. We'll call this bad block. Make it equal to sk sprite node. And what we'll also do is we'll add in 3 timers here. LBL main is equal to sk label node. Var LBL score is equal to sk label node, and then var LBL timer is equal to sk label node. So we have all those items here. What we need is another variable called touch location is equal to cg point, and then we'll say that this is touched node is equal to sk node. All right, and then we'll also add in our colors here. So we'll add in a var. We'll call this off-white color is equal to UI color, and we'll make that an RGBA value. We'll make it 0.2, and this is actually it's off-white, so let's make it 0.98, 0.98, 0.98, and 1.0. Do the same thing for the off black color. Make it equal to UI color, RGBA value 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 1.0. We're going to call this, we'll call this actually custom, we can call it green custom color. And then we're going to add another variable here. We'll call this red custom color. Make it equal to UI color dot UI color dot red color. All right. We also need to add in the score. We need to add 2 game state variables. So we'll say is collecting is equal to true, and var is complete is equal to false. Okay, and then we're going to go var timer countdown is equal to 32. We'll give the player quite a bit of time. We added 2 just because we want to kind of let the user get oriented within the scene, and then we start the timer. But we start the timer counting at the beginning, so we only really show it from 2 here. Okay. Now, what we'll also do is add another variable called game label alpha. And what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to say that this is we'll change the alpha to 0.5 when needed. And then we also need some spawn times as well. So we'll say var, and we'll call this good block spawn time is equal to 1.0. And then we'll also make it var bad block spawn time. Make it equal to 2.0. Okay. What we'll also do is we'll add in self dot background color is equal to off-white color. Why not? All right, so if we go ahead and run that here, we pretty much have everything working. It just gives it a nice white color. Okay, so this concludes the tutorial.